There's weird trends that pop up every once in a while, seemingly for no reason, from my perspective. First, it was unicorn. Everything was unicorns and rainbows, up until couples on Tinder changed the meaning of unicorn for being a third when doing the mattress mambo. And it's always a really hot girl and her butt ugly boyfriend. Sweetie, please just come out as bi or pan or whatever. It's okay. I mean, and also you can do better, I swear. Or maybe you're like so many others and you prefer to settle for someone that you know isn't going to cheat on you or treat you like crap, because it's better to date someone who won't treat you like garbage, because there are too many times when men have treated you like garbage and you realize that it's not worth the heartache, it's just not worth it anymore. And so it's better to just date a solid 4 who's a little goofy rather than 9 who will treat you like an object. Anyway, so unicorns passed as a trend. Then suddenly mermaids became the thing. And when I talk about trend, I'm not talking about like mermaiding or like that sort of thing. I'm talking like you go to like every company and their grandma decides to slap it onto something. You go to Claire's and it's on everything. You go to the mac and cheese aisle and you find unicorn stuff, or the fruit snacks aisle and it's mermaid stuff. It's weird. You suddenly start finding mermaid food all over your local grocery store. Unicorns were no longer the safe way. So mermaids went Publix. I'm trying to beat the record for the worst joke I've ever made. Write your vote in the comment below. What do you think is the worst joke I've ever written? But before I forget, if your name is Olivia, you have to subscribe or comment. I'm calling you out. What are you doing watching my videos and not doing anything about it? Rude. And if your name is Jessica, you're safe. For now. What you need to know, if you don't know already, is that every one of these doll companies rip each other off. And they are not subtle about it whatsoever. This has been known in the doll community forever now. It's just a thing. So when Spin Master decided to come out with a doll franchise called Mermaid High, which I will also make a video on if you guys want me to, MGA decided to make their own mermaid doll line. Maybe not even to compete with Spin Master to sell dolls, but to kill the Mermaid High doll line. Now, I don't have solid evidence for this. All I have are my observations. All they want is to create a mermaid doll series to kill the competition. It's like when Coke created Tab Clear to compete with Crystal Pepsi and like flooding the market with an inferior product until both of them had to discontinue it, but they wanted both of them to discontinue it. Coke did not intend to actually have Tab Clear be like a thing. I suspect that is very much along the lines of what is happening between MGA and Spin Master. It may not exactly be product suicide like with Coke did, but it's obvious that this was created to confuse consumers and to steal sales. This is most likely done to maintain the status of MGA dolls, since MGA is pretty big in the doll world, and Spin Master isn't. No offense, Spin Master, but like, come on. It's like how when a GameStop opens up in your area and then all the local game stores close because the recognition power it's just that much. The recognition power of something is just too strong and people will choose what they know instead of branch out and try something new. Not only that, but Mermaid High released in January of 2022, while Mermaids released in March of 2022. Now I know what you're thinking. It could just be a coincidence that MGA was developing a mermaid doll line while Spin Master was also doing that exact same thing. And that could be true, but we have seen people who will catch word of what their competition is doing, run back to their company and say, hey, I know some behind the scenes info. Spin Master's making a mermaid doll line. We should make one too and like release it around the same time and make ours better so that people will buy ours instead. Ha 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 ha. And we have seen them get doll series and doll lines out the door remarkably fast. But there is also the issue with Spin Master just being generally bad with managing their brands, especially brands that are targeted for a female demographic. And yes, the designer behind Mermaid High has talked about how Spin Master took away any creative freedom they possibly could and made Mermaid High as basic and generic as possible to appeal to as many people as possible, which did not help it stand out on shelves because I don't remember ever seeing Mermaid High on shelves. It's that bad. I've seen Mermaids. I go through every single aisle in Target when I am going shopping. I know I don't include all that in my videos, but like I do. Those two things definitely made the whole thing worse for Spin Master digging their own grave. Even my small time talking with the people at Spin Master during my brief period of the channel when I was with Bakugan. Remember that time? Spin Master, I'm still open to working with you. Just Bakugan just isn't my target demographic anymore. Bakugan just doesn't appeal to my audience anymore. I'm sorry, I tried. I didn't stop liking Bakugan, it just didn't work out. Talking to them with my brief period with Bakugan makes me believe this when it comes to the designer behind her Mermaid High. It sounds like the common issue that Spin Master have is hiring people that know what they're doing and then not letting them do what they know to do. Upper management just refusing to let them do what they know is the right thing. Right now, the only thing really keeping Spin Master afloat is Paw Patrol. The designer behind Mermaids, Dana Dharma, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, judging by their Instagram, assuming I have the right one, I'm pretty sure I do, pretty obvious why they hired this person to design Mermaids. It's filled with beach pictures. A rainbow pancake. There's a large emphasis on color in all the photos. There's photos of concerts. It's like Mermaids is this person. That aside, let's actually look at Mermaids and see if it's actually worth our time, or if it's just a product we should expect to die and just save our money for something else. Mermaids is only one season long, lasting 9 episodes, and it's not even one full complete season yet. And let me tell you, the studio that MGA gets to make their animation looks incredible, I can at least say that much. So we got color changing tails right out the gate so that we can sell you the main feature of the product. They have phones underwater? Dang, what IP grade is that?
Seriously, that's quite a commotion.
Yeah, we're not doing puns.
Are you sure?
That one. I like that one. What is her name? It's now a competition between these two for which doll I get for this video. I am a sucker for both bad puns and stoic punk rock girls. I didn't think I'd be struggling this early in the series. As you can probably tell by the instruments, they're in a band, or at least some of them are. And all their names are, well, some of their names are kind of bad puns, like Harmonique, who sings. The show's already giving me good vibes. The first issue is making Jordy, who is the sporty one, getting her ready to be in front of cameras and conquering her fears. So we probably aren't going to have a big story arc like we do in Rainbow High or Monster High or, you know, just in general. The one with unicorn hair is a makeup influencer. Already we gotta sprinkle in some hip and relatable new things for those youngins, but also make sure that there's some video game controllers in the background because we can't have them displayed since that's not a girl thing, but also we can't piss off the people who do play video games because girls do play video games. I'll admit I appreciate how much work they put into the set design. I mean, they really needed to since it's all underwater and it's a whole new world, but like it feels like they were asked to give 100% and they gave it 110%.
I just never know what to do with my hands without a fin ball in them.
Because nothing says fashion like a makeshift weapon. MGA executives, please don't take that seriously. It's just a joke. Don't freak out. I know executives can be touchy. It's just a joke.
How a hit is made.
Dang, it's that easy? I just need to strum a few notes and not even have any lyrics? Man, maybe I should pursue songwriting. I can hum to some chords. Wow, it really is that easy. You can tell they're just testing the waters with this new series. Each episode just highlights a character to let you know them, or they're talking about basic lessons that every children's TV show has.
Don't listen to anybody else, including us. You do you, and you'll be just fine.
Now, that's the golden rule. I can stand by that one. Maybe I like this show. If you don't know what to do, the best option is always just to go with your gut. Sometimes your common sense is the best weapon you have. So there's this ultra super pop star that they idolize that comes up to them and pats them on the back for how supportive each other is. And so she chooses them for the color change tail thing. Is that supposed to be a superpower or something? She talks a big game, like there's something grandiose coming.
The light and color started disappearing from parts of the city.
Oh, okay. I guess that is concerning. Apparently the buildings create the energy, and no color means no energy, I guess. How does that make sense? What are they powering if they create their own power? And color doesn't necessarily mean energy. How does this make sense? And then they make a big deal about how their tails change color, but I'm still lost on how it's important. Do their tails generate energy? How is this supposed to relate to the bigger problem? Apparently, this girl is stealing the color and is using it to change how they look? The one thing that throws me off about their designs is how shining their lips are. It's like they're kids that just learned about makeup and haven't learned about subtlety yet. Oh, wow, sweet, that's strong. It's a pumpkin latte from Bath and Body Works from last year. And it tastes great, but this much on me, this is not a fun experience. I feel like this whole show can be summarized as, how does that work underwater? Like snowing, or electricity, or paper. But that's not funny, and sometimes you just gotta roll with it. At least in the situation when they get new tails, it's supposed to keep them warm in cold environments, so if it's like super fast adaptation, then that's cool. I hope they actually get real powers and stuff.
Well, long ago, all mermaids could change their colors. No one knows why we lost the ability, but it has returned in times of great need.
Whoa! Fish lore! I still don't feel a sense of danger. The writing of this show needs some work. At this point, I would have preferred if it was just some mermaids hanging out and being friends.
We had to be in tune with our emotions.
I used to be a total prep, just trying to please other people all the time. But once I embraced my inner goth, it all clicked.
And you know, that's the real reason why Mermaid High failed. No one was allowed to be edgy. Mermaids has 2 edgy characters. You gotta remember that girls aren't just sunshine and rainbows. All that said, Mermaids is supposedly aimed toward a slightly older audience, but the writing of the show would beg otherwise. It focuses on very simple and surface level lessons. I have a hard time understanding how confident MGA really is with Mermaids. The release of the episodes are very slow, so consider this a part 1 if you guys want me to actually finish all of season 1 and make a full review of it. Frankly, I've seen very little push from MGA with Mermaids. The official YouTube channel is lacking in terms of consistent views and subscribers. The main show has over 1 million views, but that's just not translating to subscriptions, given that the content is probably appealing more towards YouTube Kids content, which kids don't subscribe, or because people are also confused on whether or not this is actually for kids or for an older audience because of how the quality of the dolls are and the price point. Then if that's the case and the older audiences are watching this, then it's just not converting people to actually subscribe. They don't like the series as much as the MGA needs them to. People aren't clicking with it. Their Instagram is also lacking compared to their other properties. Now, if the amount of effort they put into Mermaids is translating into sales, then that means it's worth sticking with Mermaids for the long haul, even if it's just some effort and you get some sales. The show can be lukewarm, but that doesn't really matter so long as the product is good. But then again, people online argue about whether or not the product is actually worthwhile. The comments on their Instagram are all bland. They all say something like, gorgeous, gee, I love it, which makes me believe that their account is just deleting the bad comments. And we know they don't do that with like their bigger brands, so, or maybe they do, and I'm just getting, and like people are just getting the comments from content creators. I'm not sure. I didn't look into that. I should do that. But deleting negative comments shows that they do not actually have a strong amount of confidence in their dolls. It's like when a new video game comes out and they don't send out review copies because they don't want people to know that it's bad. Or it's like going on Amazon and seeing nothing but 5-star and 4-star reviews. That's sketchy. Those are fake reviews. So I went over to Reddit in order to get a look into how people feel about mermaids. I really dislike the sheer hubris of this line. They were clearly so convinced of their Mermaid High killer just by rushing out a doll that took from Project MC2 and Rainbow High with absolutely zero consideration of what actually makes Mermaid High successful or what mermaid fans want. No illustrations on the box, reused in minimalistic pieces, jacked up prices, it's anti-consumer arrogant greed, and it's gross. I think my only consolation is that it turns out many people aren't as much of a pushover as MGA MGA thinks they are, the backlash to these has actually been significantly vocal, and mermaid people in particular have made it known that this ain't it, chief. The direction of this line is confusing because there isn't a direction. It's purely to try to extract money and push Spin Master and Barbie out of the mermaid market. It's genuinely just a hostile product. I am seriously confused who they are for based on the fashions alone. Metallica inspo, the pop star one, is wearing a harness. Remember how everyone flipped out over Earring Magic Ken and no one cares that a doll is released with a harness? And these for older kids, adults, young children? As an adult, I'm not interested in something that can't properly sit on my shelf because the lower body is one solid chunk. The entire thing being made of hard plastic is very unappealing. I like dolls because they're a textile experience, but young children would not get the references and probably be annoyed that they can't get all the clothes they come with wet without ruining them. And if their parents do get the reference, why would they buy them for their young kid? I don't know, it's a weird line. I'm tired of MGA not treating competition like it's competition. Dream Ella is such a good example. What a lazy doll line that completely underestimates Barbie even in her current era. And now Mermaid's getting all this backlash because MGA just can't use competitive marketing to actually improve upon what is out there. They just make their own thing and hope it does better. I mean, even Bratz was just relegated to nostalgia bait poor reproductions. At least Mattel took what made LOL OMG dolls successful and applied it somewhat to make Barbie Extra, which is a plain line quality upgrade for Barbie. As you know, when it comes to videos surrounding dolls, I need to go out and grab one for myself. But before I get into that, I want to let you know that I am actually testing the waters for an exclusive skate deck. You know, the wooden part of a skateboard. I have a test run right here, and I'm thinking of maybe having you guys vote on like what design you want me to get printed, and then I'll actually get these made. But I need to know if this is actually something you're interested in. So leave a comment down below if this is something that you would like. Now let's go get some dolls. As per usual, I picked up Isabella because going doll shopping alone with a big camera and recording everything and me talking to myself is very awkward, and it really just helps having another person there. So I treated us to some lunch, and then we got right to going to Target to look at the Mermaids section. Legally Blonde? Yeah.
I love your Monster High backpack.
Thank you. Target does have Halloween stuff. It's just this.
Ooh, they have little grippies on the bottom.
Are these just lounge socks?
Yes.
I hate lounge socks.
Why?
I never want to wear them.
But look how handsome this boy is.
Now, he looks good. However, I'm never gonna wear it. I have lounge socks. I have the softest, cutest spiderweb Halloween lounge socks. Never wore them. I gave you a pair.
You did.
Because I wanted to give you both pairs. You wouldn't take both pairs. Also, last video, my hands were really shaky, so I'm gonna try to make sure the camera work is a lot better in this one, especially since I have a whole boom mic attached. You can see my forehead is so shiny.
I can do it. I used to be in marching band. I can hold it smooth. No, it's actually like a way to walk.
Yep, hang on, I'm trying. Heel toe, just like Squidward. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Wait, you're fine. Okay, hang on, you try. I wanna see you.
Oh, this is really hard.
Yeah, right? Because you need to keep it all the way out.
Oh, Peppa.
Your marching band days are over.
They really are. They're long gone. These are baby dolls.
Yeah, they are. I don't know why you walked in here.
You said we weren't here.
Yeah, at the toy area. So a lot of our trip is gonna have to be cut out because I was trying out a boom mic attached to my phone, and well, when you turn it around to, you know, get the sound of the other person better, it makes this noise.
She got thick eyebrows.
And I didn't know that was a thing until I was editing this video. So I'm gonna try and get as much footage as I can, but I may just be doing voiceovers for this part.
She's a furry.
Furry.
Look at that tail. Shame.
Shame.
Okay.
When was the video I talked about when I said I'm a furry? I don't think you were privy to that.
I think I was either.
I think that's probably the GarageBand video. That's not released yet. I think this video is actually coming out before the GarageBand video.
That's to come. What if we can't find mermaids? Can we go look at cats instead?
Oh, you look so mean. Yeah. You're very handsome.
Wait a minute, aren't black cats like not? Don't they restrict the adoption of black cats during Halloween? Oh.
Sorry, lady.
Everything's fine. It's just my sunglasses. But when they shove their face into your hand, that does it for me. We found the mermaid.
Does this mean we're not gonna look at cats?
No, it means I threw in us looking at cats, and then, oh my gosh, we found it.
My bad. I messed it up.
It's fine. I can cut it out.
I wrote.
No, like the joke's still there. Her. I like her a lot.
Okay, I was imagining, like, this girl's hair all towards the front in a bow when you said that.
Oh, no, just...
No, this is cute.
Yeah, I like it a lot.
I was also thinking you were gonna get her.
She is the sporty one, which you can tell.
And she has the box braids, so it would be the easiest one to take care of.
That is true. Honestly, part of me thinks we should get her, who has done literally nothing in the show.
But she has hair gel.
No. The reason why is because her bottom makes it to where she can stand up on her own. You can get the ocean cruiser.
With a color change station, fill up with water and glitter. Oh my god.
Which one do you like the best? Well, without having watched anything, which one do you like the best?
These two are my girls, my girlies. I really like the box braids. I just am not a fan of sporty style in general.
Okay.
I really love her hair, just how curly and magnificent it is. But I was drawn to her when you said, which one do you like the best? I was like, this one. She reminds me of Ariana Grande in Seven Rings.
Oh wait, she does give off that vibe. What? Hang on.
This is the vibe.
They're $32 each, except for her, who is more expensive. What? Like the question is, who is this targeted towards? Because, like the price point. Actually, that's the Barbie Career Animal Rescue P.
That's this Barbie.
Oh, that's a lot. Wow.
What happened? Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
The question that everyone has is that these are expensive, and if you watch the show, nobody can, like, the writing is indicative of it being towards a younger audience. Literally on the other side of this is for a younger audience.
Yeah. Except for that tall. What?
Oh, what? Hang on, that's cool. I like her face.
Opens wide. Oh my god.
How much is... She's $30. Oh wait, that's
this one's
awesome.
less expensive than the Mermaids, but that makes sense because they have more hair.
Oh, they had to add hair to Maleficent. She doesn't have hair. Mm-hmm. What the heck? I kind of want this one more than I want Mermaids.
Yeah, what demographic is this? Because like, this obviously has the same aesthetic as Rainbow High, where they're like fashion.
Yeah.
And you know, this girl's a rich bougie girl. We know her. We know Chanel.
Chanel.
Chanel. But like, I don't know a 5-year-old that knows Chanel or like knows this aesthetic. They must be some advanced 5-year-olds.
We ended up spending a lot of time looking at the 2 Disney dolls, the Cinderella and the Maleficent ones, that of which is not at all what this video is about. But if you want me to dive into Disney dolls, I will, if you guys want me to. But I'm gonna skip over this part because you're here for Mermaids. Okay, here's my predicament. It's between her, who I like her character more. I like the bow thing. Mm-hmm. But like, come on. The last time I got a rock star from...
You've only ever gotten a rocker aesthetic. So it would make sense to go with her because she's a different type. But like also you have a theme going on.
I do. I want to make sure I get a doll that like I actually like. Okay, hang on. Do you have a coin?
Yeah. But honestly, I say my opinion, which doesn't matter, but please take it into consideration. Her, because she has darker skin and she'll stand out.
I was thinking that too, actually. Heads?
Heads.
Tails.
Tails.
Okay. Try to track it.
Yeah.
Heads.
Ah, we're getting hurt.
And here we have Chanel. Given how light this packaging is, I'm pretty sure she may not have a doll stand. And if that's the case, I'm gonna be very, very upset. I used to have, I got like a pack of like 10 or 12 or 15 of super cheapo doll stands, but I'm like, all the dolls that I'm buying have doll stands. I'm gonna get the ones that don't have doll stands already, put them up, donate the rest. Someone else can use them. It's taking up too much space. Boy, was I wrong. That was a dumb idea. I do have this mic stand that I was using for another doll, which is now probably gonna be used for this one. If this really does not have, I have a lot of hair all over me. If this really does not have a doll stand, it is a garbage product. It's literally worthless. I don't like the feeling of that. I don't like the feeling of the tail. And it has some sort of coating on it, so it changes color. I get it, I understand. It's part of the whole thing. But I am a tactile, sensitive kind of person. Velvet, awful, disgusting. This could be better. It's not, I don't hate it, it's just, could be better. I don't think the inside of the tail actually has that feeling. What is cool is that apparently they have an easy to open little tab here. Get it in camera. Yeah, that's satisfying. Nice. I wish all of their packaging had this, because every time I open a Rainbow High doll, it is a nightmare. Oh, this doll is weird. This is inside her tail, like inside her butt. I can't bend it. I can't bend it that way. Okay. Absolutely no crustiness on the hair whatsoever. There was a lot of little plastic ties holding the hair in certain directions to make it look like she's floating underwater, which, you know, MGA, they like to put a lot of effort into the display and not a lot of effort into the actual dolls. The neck, you notice how she's kind of tilting her head to the side a little bit? I can't get her to not do that. I mean, I can try to pull her hair to the other side, but the strength of the ball socket joint that for her head is just not strong. It's just her head. She's always gonna be asking a question. She's always gonna be a little bit confused. This is just how she is, you know? If she's not displayed like this, she's gonna look a little weird. Another thing is that, you know how Rainbow High dolls have a harder plastic? This plastic is actually incredibly soft and malleable. Like, you can squish this around, which is indicative of it being a plain line doll, a doll that you should play with and get beat up because it's gonna go in the hands of a little child who doesn't know how to take care of things. Plastic feels really cheap. Oh wow. You can kind of just hear it. You know that sound of cheap plastic? That's it. There is no alternate outfits. There's some elastic ties in her hair to keep it like this the entire time. There's the crustiness. They have crustiness in the bow of her hair, which is, I'm pretty sure is just her hair. I think that's actually just her hair tied up in a cute way. That's really neat. I would have thought they'd do the thing where it's, yeah, we have a little bow that's shaped like, that is made of the same material as hair, as nylon, and we just slapped it on top. No, that's actually like a knot. That's cool. You can't really say much in terms of the stitching quality. There's not a lot of detail in her outfit, actually, which the outfit is only waist up, so there wasn't a lot they had to do. She has a few layers. She also, okay, here's the weird thing. She has the bow. Well, she has what is essentially her top, which is right here. You know, there's the big bow on top of it. She has these little hand things, these little arm things, arm wristlets, bracelets. These are good. These actually feel really nice when I touch them. They aren't attached to anything. It's a little strange. You can probably take that off and put it on another doll if you want. The jacket, it's just a big puff of, there's some holographic strands in the jacket, which makes it look good. You know, when it comes to mermaid, everything holographic. Everything has to be holographic when it comes to mermaids. But here's the thing, what would be considered the pants is this weird little, also has like a holographic scale pattern. That's cool, but it's such a tiny piece of plastic that you can take off. It's like a belt. It's just like a belt. Hang on, there's a Velcro strap. It's just this is it. It's so small. You can probably put this around the neck of another doll and it would probably be kind of cute, kind of like a collar. So that's neat. If you want to expose her belly, I bet you that's probably why they have this tiny piece of plastic. They don't want to expose the belly. because I don't know, maybe that's considered sexualized. I don't know. It does have inset eyes. It does have the eyelashes, you know, coming out. The earrings also feels like it's not an impressive plastic. She has a necklace that also doesn't feel like it's an impressive plastic. She has this thing around her waist that is not affixed whatsoever. Like, it is very easy to bend. All the plastic is malleable, and that's not gonna stay on well. I wonder if there's like some sort of heat treatment I can do to make that stronger. Funny enough, the hair quality of this doll is better than some of the Rainbow High dolls I've gotten in the past. So that's weird, but hey, at least there's something good about it. The details in the eyes look good. The paint on the face for the makeup also look good. I like the face sculpt. I think they look really cute. The head is a harder plastic. It's not quite as soft as the other one. And I'm not gonna show you, but if you actually take off her top, she does have like a painted on bra. A lot of this is indicative of it being for a younger audience. This earring just likes to stay up. Just likes to say hi, boop. Very indicative of a younger target demographic, but it's priced at 30 bucks. I mean, that's a little expensive for one doll, not even a doll stand. You know that little compartment at the bottom where you would assume a doll stand would be? You know what was in there? A survey. A QR code to a survey, or you can mail it into them. And also instructions on put it in cold water and put it in warm water. You have her little accessory, her Chanel little perfume bag. I kind of like, honestly, I kind of wish, oh, that came off immediately. Is that gonna stay on well? There's not a lot of points of articulation. I would have liked it if it was an articulation point right here, and I can just, you have this, but like, what's this gonna do? She can slap you. Whoosh, whoosh. That is a little satisfying, I'm not gonna lie. How am I supposed to display her? Can she stand up on her own? No, that joint. The one point I don't want there to be a joint is right here. Boom. This is how I have to display her, with a tripod looking thing. This is wrong. I should not have to MacGyver my own doll stand. Was it worth 30 bucks? I would argue it only barely justifies that price point. There is stuff here, but like, you can spend just a little extra money, get a Rainbow High doll that comes with an extra outfit. With this, you don't even get pants. You don't even get a bottom, it's just their tail. I feel like I'm getting gypped. I feel like MGA's standard is a little higher. On its own, isn't bad. You know, you remove the whole idea of the price, the target demographic, whatever. Looking at this on its own, this is a good doll. It's a good looking doll. The designs for the entire first line is really cute. It just hurts me inside knowing that MGA hired people to work on a doll line that is basically doomed to die. You basically have wasted people's time. Color changing properties is a gimmick for kids. Kids who, I guess if you were thinking, oh, okay, well, maybe for like their birthday, this is like a middle of the road, oh, this is like the nicest doll I own and I'm only 7. If you are someone who loves mermaids and this resonates with you, I'm happy for you. I have not heard, you know what? I don't know where to hear what the mermaid community or the mermaiding community thinks of the dolls. So if you are part of that community, tell me your opinion of the doll. And the best part is that I don't actually have to set it aside to do a clothes change because there is only one outfit. I'm gonna do some close-ups for the video, which you've probably already seen because I edited them in. It's just, I can't put this on the turntable. I can't put this on the automatically rotating thing. I have to just do awkward close-ups because I can't, I am very restricted in what I can do with this doll. And why would you even have the clothes on the doll if the point is to go underwater? Wouldn't that ruin the clothes? Especially this fuzzy top here. I cannot imagine this lasting long in water. But then again, that just means they'll have to buy another doll. Mwahahaha. Genius, planned obsolescence. Let's see the color change properties. It really changes color, only on one side. What the f? Do I like how diverse this line of dolls is? Absolutely. Do I like the aesthetic? Absolutely. Do I like the quality? Do I like all the thought put behind it? Or the lack thereof? No, I don't. It's a lot of the more technical aspects of putting this thing on a shelf that people don't like. Frankly, if they had a package, a product that had just outfits and doll stands, that'd probably be a good idea to roll out if this kicks off and actually performs well, which I doubt it will, but hey, you're gonna need to do something for it. I'm conflicted. That is the headline of this video. I'm conflicted. Well, tell me what you think in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if there's any other dolls or doll series or weird doll things that you want me to review and go out and check out. Stay beautiful and keep playing.